Hey everybody, it's Melanie, and today, I know all week I've been talking about your weight, right? And cortisol levels and lack of sleep and all kinds of stuff like that. So let's kind of get to the bottom of stress and weight gain and how this all goes down. So tell me if this sounds familiar to you. Your life is stressed, you reach for comfort foods, you eat it, you feel a little better, then you feel like crap later, and you're mad at yourself because you've done that. Because you've said, hey, guess what? I ate crap and I didn't want to. But I'm so stressed out, I don't know how to deal with it, so I keep eating. So it's like this vicious cycle. Your insulin raises, you crave junk food, you become insulin resistant, you have stress, your cortisol levels raise, and then you've got this belly fat that doesn't go anywhere. So the more stressed you are, the more cortisol that your body produces, the bigger your appetite is for junk, and the more belly fat you are going to gain. So you may be in this position where you're like, I've been trying everything. I've worked out, I'm trying to eat good, but I'm just so stressed, and I go to these comfort foods. Well, guess what? Lots of people have these issues. Don't freak out about it, because we go to these comfort foods to help us with our stressful emotions. Then it's like emotional eating, and we've all kind of done it. We've all we've had a bad day, and that pint of ice cream is calling us. It's just calling us from the freezer. So how do you stop all of that? What is it that's going to stop that vicious cycle? Well, first of all, you have to kind of figure out what it is. I've talked about emotional eating and stress eating before. You have to get to the bottom of it. You have to find out what it is that is triggering that, like what emotion. But besides that, like once you can figure that out or get things balanced to where you're like, I can control this. I don't have to go and continue to binge eat or emotional eat because I'm so stressed. So I've been reading up, and I know that you guys have probably been watching my videos, and I've been talking about these little things called adaptogens. And what they honestly do is they neutralize the effects of stress. So a lot of times when you go to the doctor and you're like, I'm just stressed, I don't know how to handle things, I don't know, what to do, my life is just so crazy, and I just don't feel like myself lately. And then they throw an anti-anxiety or antidepressant pill at you. Speaking from experience. And you think, okay, this is going to make me feel better. And then you take it, and you feel like you could throw up a few times, or you feel like you could fall over and fall asleep. It's just not regulating the way you want it to. So you stay on it, and then when you feel like things are good, you try to come off of it. And don't do it just on its own. Like you talk to your doctor. Don't just stop taking those bad boys. Because they do a lot of things to regulate stuff up here. But there's a crash that happens when you come off of them. So what is going to neutralize your stress? What's going to calm you and increase your energy without overstimulating you or bringing you to a crash? It's these adaptogens. They seriously work to neutralize things that are going on. Stress, anxiety, inflammation, depression. They normalize your immune system. I know someone who has been using them who just said she hasn't had a panic attack in months. I know someone who used it and was in daily pain every day, and her inflammation is down. So these are just things that neutralize it. So if you're sitting over here taking a pill every day that a doctor has recommended for you, and I'm not saying that that's wrong, because sometimes that is what we need. But if you're noticing like I'm still stressed, and the doctor's like, well, let's up the dosage, or let's put you on this second pill because you're having side effects from this one from the stress. So instead of taking you off, let's put you on the other one to counteract it. And now we have you on 2 different medications. So if that's not working, these adaptogens are seriously something that you need to look into. Ask me about it. I've been using them for a while. I've known some people that have been using them, and I wouldn't have started unless I believed that they would work. And I've seen that it works in other people. Not everybody is going to work with the same thing, but if you're looking at this, your life is so stressful and you're putting on weight, it's the hormones, it's the cortisol levels raising, it's you stressing out about things, and your insulin levels get all jacked up. It's just a vicious cycle. And nobody wants to be going through that. Nobody does. I'm going to tell you just a real quick story about a whole stress and weight gain that I've seen someone over 10 years totally go into a downward spiral of stress and weight gain. to the point where this person cannot even carry their own weight around anymore, to the point where this person is a prisoner in their own house and they cannot walk. Stress, depression, weight gain, that's exactly what it's blamed on. And so much medication is being shoved in this person's mouth that, who knows, maybe some of this medication is contributing to it. They're not working with one another. So my suggestion is, these are things that some doctors actually are recommending. Look into it. Ask me about it. Find out about it. Read up on it. Because if you're feeling like I'm doing everything and I'm just so stressed and I don't know how to find the balance, I don't know how to get over it, I don't know how to make it not be here, I don't know how to feel like myself or feel better, you want to look into this, because I can tell you from my own experience, it's pretty amazing just what a little change and adding some natural remedies into your life can do for you. So look into it, honestly. Look them up. And like I said, if you have any questions, ask me, because I'm looking into ways of how to help people outside of just the fitness, into the health, into the why we continue to gain weight, why it's a vicious cycle. And this is what I'm finding out. And I am seeing people who have used these adaptogens, these certain adaptogens, and they're seeing things in a different light now. Their life is way different than it was before when they were on medication. They are not stressed. We all have stress, okay? But they handle it much better. They don't zoom in like they've been on crack and then bounce down and crash because, you know, they're trying to take something to make them happy and not stressed. Look into it. Ask me about it. Honestly, I'm just here to help you guys. And if it's something that you think may help you or you have questions about it, message me. We'll talk. Because honestly, it could totally change your life or someone's life around you. So think about that. I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you all for getting on.